Joel Embiid and Zion need to be traded. I don't really like the fact that you can't keep your weight down to perform a sport you love. Joel Embiid is a special case. He's probably the first player in history who's been injured as much as he has and still getting second chances from the franchise.
How do you feel about LaMelo Ball not making an All-Star team?
I'm upset. I'm a fan of LaMelo Ball. I love what he's doing. Unfortunately, he's making a lot of noise, but he ain't saying nothing. But I think that hurts the NBA because I'm sure the fans want to see it. Did he get snubbed? Not really. His team's not winning. I think there should be a criteria to make the All-Star. You got to win a certain amount of games, average a certain amount of points. You got to respect the guys who are above you in the standings.
Should the All-Star game be for team success or individual player success?
A little bit of both. Definitely more individual. But when it gets to a space where, okay, Tyler Herro averaged 23. Trae Young averaged 23. How do you say who's more impactful? Wins. Because ultimately, that's what it's going to come down. For the most part, the guys who get snubbed, they average the same amount as everyone else. 24, 25. This person averaged 24. They're going to say, who's winning? If you going to be on a team that's at 11th place, you can't be teetering between 23 and 24 and then 7 other guys in your conference average 24 points. You have to knock him out of the park. Shit, he averaged 30 points, but his team ass.
How about LaMelo? LaMelo's averaging 28 points this season and wasn't an All-Star.
This is what I'm saying. Saying a lot, but not making no noise. 23 points, 21 shots. 22 points, 20 shots. 25 points, 21 shots. Looking at the stats, I'm not knocking him. I like his game, but a lot of it's smoke and mirrors. He's the best player on the team. A lot of guys on this team is injured. He's taking a lot of shots. So he's going to get points. Just look at Tyler Herro. 23 points, 15 shots. 22 points, 17 shots. 34 points, 18 shots. 25 points, 14 shots. He's making noise and he's saying something. Team is in the 7th place. The votes are in with the fans, but the players understand efficiency.
Bronny James has had some up and downs. What are your thoughts of it so far?
He's getting a lot of slack because who his dad is. Not because of his talent so much. When have y'all ever start paying attention to anybody past the second round? Giannis was drafted 2013, I believe. He didn't become a star until, 2016, 17-ish? 3 years of development. He's not getting the opportunity to develop like everyone else. There are first-round draft picks who get an opportunity to develop. And then he's playing in the G League, and he's cooking. He's cooking at where he should be at this moment. And that's how we should judge him.
If you up here, I'm at the ceiling. Hey, look here. I'm on the roof. By the time you was my age, you was the 8th man on the bench. Same way.
Sometimes you gotta stay in your lane. When you was my age, you was 8th man off the bench. This is true. That's why you gotta stay in your lane. It's a lesson to anyone who ever wanted to get out of bounds. It's a lesson to people who talking from the stands, to people who playing the game. Stay in your lane. Joel Embiid and Zion need to be traded. Maybe I'm old school, but I don't really like the fact that you can't keep your weight down to perform a sport you love. I don't really like that. You get what I'm saying? Because there's people out there that would do anything to be in your position. And you just like, nah, man, I got some chicks. I'm over here eating some gumbo from New Orleans. Like, bro, come on now. I think that stuff becomes a distraction, and you should be traded. Yeah, you got to be traded so you don't mess up your legacy, man. Like, I think these guys are messing up legacy. Joel Embiid is a special case. He's probably the first player in history who's been injured as much as he has and still getting second chances from the franchise. A lot of players, when they get some major injuries such as he has, they trade him. They get him out of there. And then they're stuck trying to learn new systems and new people. Not Joel. Joel's been with the Sixers since he got to the league, and he's unreliable. It's like having a guy who's really good at his job, but you don't know if he's going to show up at 8 o'clock in the morning when it's time to clock in. I think they should trade Joel, but I don't know what they'll get for him. Not to say he's not good, but you just don't know how much of the season he's going to play. You get what I'm saying? You don't know how much you're going to get out of him. You gonna get 40 games out of 82. Allen Iverson played for the Sixers. Before Allen Iverson, they didn't call carry. They started changing the rules. AI was so good, they allowed zone defense in the NBA. Zion missed so many games, they start putting weight clauses in contracts. Joel Embiid, they started putting clauses that you can't even make the All-Star game unless you play enough games. All because of Joel and Kawhi Leonard. They changed the game in the wrong way. You get what I'm saying? Like, listen, and I hate to always have to say this because as athletes, we can't be this sensitive. So I'm going to say it anyway. No disrespect to Joel Embiid at all. I like his game. I love his game. He's a factor. I would love to see him more, but he's getting older and he's missing a lot of games. The Sixers is now 11th in their conference, and you just gave a big contract to Paul George. What should we rely on next season? Joel Embiid, oh yeah, he's going to be reliable in his 12th year. Come on, man. What Luka trade did was show us fans that anything can happen, be hopeful. But with Joel Embiid and Zion, I just think they should just get traded and I just think these guys is not built for pressure. I think that's what it is, bro. They just young. They not built for pressure. Young guys, I'm sorry, man. I love y'all. But y'all ain't built for that pressure. When we was growing up, we wasn't playing ball with no trainer and all that shit. We was playing for our lives. When I was playing basketball growing up, I knew it was the only way I'd be able to get on a plane. It was the only way I would have a chance at free education. It was different. You didn't have a trainer. You know who you was playing against? Your old heads. Old heads around the way. Drug dealers. Former basketball players. It was different. These guys, they play basketball with the train. They only play in gyms that got the right temperature. They don't play outside. They don't want these shoes on the concrete. They only do it certain times. They not built for pressure. You're not built. We had pressure. All this driving to the games, you better get a scholarship with this stuff. That was pressure. I just think the young guys in the league today with all this pressure, they're not built for it. LeBron James, single parent household, 6'9", 240, 220 in high school. Where you gonna work? What regular job you gonna get being that damn tall and being that damn big and that fast and strong? You gotta make it to the league. Pressure. Allen Iverson in Bad News, Virginia, around his boys. Mom need help. Athletic, got a gift. Better make it to the league. Pressure. Now these guys, they 7'1", eating burgers before the game. Right on the bench, eating a burger. Kobe Bryant. Man, you can't win without Shaq. You can't win without Shaq. He in the gym 3 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning. Let me take my daughters to school. I'm back at 11 o'clock. Y'all going out to go party? I'm gonna go work out. Pressure. He didn't want his legacy to be known as he only could win with Shaq. Pressure. These guys don't got no pressure, man. They ain't used to the pressure. So they fold and they scared. They like, yeah, you know what? I'm chilling. I got a calf injury. Kobe limping to the free throw line. AI 5'11", $150. He going to the basket like his life depend on it. And I'm not saying they faking injuries. I'm just saying we put too much expectation on these guys. We think they're going to be Jordan. Like Jordan was out North Carolina, man, playing on broken bottles. You know how Jordan had a 40-inch vertical? Because he walked everywhere. He walked every goddamn where. Either he in the sticks of North Carolina. So, no, I think those guys, they need to start fresh. No disrespect, guys.